Look. We're showing what happens to animals for the production of meat, dairy and eggs. Do you eat chicken, beef?
I'm vegetarian.
No? Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
What about eggs and dairy?
Well, I don't have eggs, but I have milk.
Okay. Do you know how the dairy industry works and what is involved to make it happen, to make dairy?
Like how, in terms of like what's the process in terms of making milk and stuff?
Yeah.
No,
Can I take? It shows a little bit on there.
yeah.
If we wait for, because the mothers, they don't make the milk. They have to be pregnant, they have to give birth, and then they start lactating. That's how they give the milk. So when they give birth, they take the boy away, if it's a boy or girl, and the boys, they get killed. So even for dairy, there's still animals dying, and then once the mother has been through that process also, multiple times, she's also killed. So it's, yeah, that's how.
That could be just in New Zealand.
It happens all around the world, doesn't matter what country.
No, I don't think it happens in India.
How do you think the mothers make the milk then?
Yeah, but I don't think the animals get killed though.
They don't go and live in a paddock and live their lives freely, unfortunately, because they will eat too much grass. See this? They're taking the babies away. So they separate them, because otherwise they would take the milk that the humans want. But we don't need it. See, if I gave you dog milk or cat milk, would you drink it? How come?
I don't know. First of all, what does it taste like, you know?
Yeah, so why do we have it from cows?
Well, I suppose that's because that's how we always had, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't need to keep happening.
That's true, but that means you could possibly have milk from different animals, right? You could have that's cat,
you could,
dog,
yeah.
Possibly, I don't know, maybe giraffe.
But we're asking more people to be open to not having any milk from animals because it involves so much exploitation.
But then what, say if you don't have milk, what do you have instead then?
We can eat other food. We don't need milk after we wean off it from our mothers. We no longer require.
Okay. Oh, so I suppose instead of milk from animal, you could probably, if you want milk, you probably have like soy milk or...
Yeah, totally.
Milk.
Yeah. Hazelnut milk, rice milk, oat milk. There's so many other ones.
Okay.
And those are just from plants, not from animals.
Yeah.
There's a challenge on here if you want to give it a try.
What is it?
So it's a vegan challenge. So essentially just, you're almost there, but not having any of the dairy as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, in a lot of ways, the only thing I would have to remove is milk.
Yeah, awesome.
Much,
Yeah.
Because apart from milk, I'm vegan.
Awesome. Yeah, that's so good. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping and at least talking. And
no problem. So you part of the vegan society or?
Yeah. And we're just basically volunteers trying to raise awareness for the animals because this is happening in New Zealand and other countries.
Yeah.
But we don't have to keep doing this. Just because we always did it doesn't mean we need to keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. No problem.
Thanks for stopping, man.
Thanks.
See ya. What do you think of the sign in the statement?
No, obviously not.
Do you eat chicken or pig?
I do eat.
Yeah. Any idea where it comes from and how it's produced?
But I feel like I need it because I have low iron.
Where do you think the animals get their iron from?
I have no idea.
From plants. We can do the same as us, but these other people vegan as well, and we've been thriving, eating. Do you think if you were in this position and I gave you a knife, would you kill the animal? Yeah. So then how is it okay to pay someone else to do it for us? Yeah. Imagine how they feel in their position. At least when we go to the supermarket, we have the choice. The animals don't have the choice. There's a challenge on there. If you do want to look at it some more, please have a look. Thank you. Do you reckon that counts as abuse, what's happening to the animals?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you eat pork or bacon? Any idea where it comes from and how it's produced? Animals spend their lives...
Why does it say animals deserve to do
It's triggering. Most people don't like the statement, but then once we talk about it, you realise in many cases that that's the reason why it's still happening.
New Zealand, it's these industries, but it's founded on cruelty. Maybe that's a vegan challenge.
It's not nice, is it? Do you reckon you want to try and help change it? Yeah. Do you have any friends or family that are vegan?
My cousin's a vegetarian.
Okay. Well, vegan is an idea of living without having to pay for any of this stuff, because we can thrive without it, so we're asking more people to at least consider giving it a good go. So there's a challenge on here if you want.
Vegan?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
But I wasn't always, I was raised eating all this kind of stuff, but then after seeing it and learning what happens, then maybe we'll want to make different changes. Yeah, for sure. So it gives you support in making the change. Because there's, maybe some question. 8 years now.
8 years.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I love it. I never turn back.
Yeah. Is it easy?
Yep. Initially, it might be a little bit tricky, especially around family and stuff, because people like to poke fun or they like to pick on the minority. But just be strong, be courageous, and think of the animals if you're ever in doubt, if you're ever struggling.
Do you feel like healthier?
Yeah, absolutely. I get blood tests every year, and they're almost perfect.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Because actually many of these foods, especially like dairy and stuff, actually contribute to a lot of chronic diseases that can be reversed if we stop eating them.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunately we get triggered by the sign, but then it's consumer demand. So if you guys stop spending money on it, it'll slow down, it'll stop. Like, I don't like what's happening, I stop spending money on it, and it's going to take more people to do that for it to change. Like this is, what do you reckon, is abuse? Yeah. And how they live their lives, in cages and stuff like that. Not pretty, In different parts of the world it happens in different ways, but essentially it's exploitation for no other reason than people wanting it for taste. We don't need it to thrive, we don't need it to be healthy. Yeah, there's a challenge on here. Do you guys consider giving it a go? It's free, it gives you support in making the change. Yeah. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them for you if you want.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping. Thanks for talking. Any thoughts on the statement or what's being shown?
Are you guys for it or against it?
We don't think animals should be abused. No.
Okay, good.
But essentially, what do you reckon? This counts as abuse?
Yeah.
Do you eat lamb, chicken, pork?
Try not to.
Yeah.
We don't usually.
Okay. Cool. Is that for what?
Chicken, but
Yeah.
not so much beef and stuff.
For any reason at all?
Just like environment.
Yeah. Plenty of reasons. The three main ones are environment, because it's very destructive, causes a lot of emissions for our health because it's not healthy to eat all this, and then obviously for the animals, the ethical side of things. Because most of us consider ourselves animal lovers, right?
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't go and kick dogs and... So why do we do this to other animals? Like even chickens could be worthy of that same respect. Yeah.
Are you vegan?
Yeah, 8 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But it wasn't always the way. I used to stand around a barbecue with a beer and eat steak like all the other guys used to do, but we don't have to keep doing it, Now we're on the street trying to have conversations about what's going on.
Vegan food's just so expensive though.
Potatoes, rice, sweet potato, pumpkin, all these other things, they're not. Bananas, fruit,
Yeah.
$2 a kilo in some cases,
Yeah.
For sure, like the transition products, like the fake meats, they are expensive, but if you focus on whole foods, it's not expensive at all. Like a big sack of rice, 10 kilo rice, like $20, There with some cans of beans, cheap as. Yeah. There's a challenge on here if you do want to give it a go. It's free, it gives you support in making the change, so you can take one too if you like.
I definitely do want to.
Awesome, yeah. You don't have to tell anyone that you're vegan or label yourself or, like... Okay, yeah. Cool, thanks for talking, thanks for stopping. Any thoughts?
I think they should not be abused.
Yeah. Do you eat chicken or...
No, I'm vegetarian.
Oh, right. Cool.
I try to be a vegan.
Awesome, yeah.
Because my mom is vegan. Like she brought me up vegetarian because
Yes.
she doesn't eat meat, so she doesn't want to cook meat for me. So
Awesome.
I grew up vegetarian.
Right.
Yeah.
We are vegans as well, so
That's very good. Yeah.
Is it something that you're struggling with or something you don't want to let go of just yet? Like eggs or dairy?
I think I don't eat eggs.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, it's very difficult. Like something have dairy in it, but
Sure.
you didn't know that.
Yep, yep.
You think, you like for example some biscuit. You thought, you didn't pay attention to what
Yeah.
but actually they have milk.
Yeah.
So I have to read the label
Yes,
very
yes.
carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it takes, being a little bit more prepared, looking in the supermarket.
Yes.
If you go to a social gathering or family friends or something, you can say, hey, does it have dairy, does it have egg?
Yes,
I'd like something without, or maybe I'll bring my own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit more effort, but it's worth it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I
yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're showing, we have conversations with a lot of other people, and many other people don't know what you know. So it's good that we can talk about it. And
I feel very bad. I feel like their life should
Yeah.
be equal
Yeah,
with
yeah.
human life. I feel like the human think their life is above the
Yeah.
animal life.
superior.
That's wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
You understand, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.